Hello, everybody. Back to Farming Simulator 25. We, not much has changed other than I think we fast forwarded the time and did a couple little contracts. So not much has changed. We're getting ready to buy a weeder to do these weeding contracts. I keep having weeding contracts come up. And I think a lot more are going to come up after we start getting these fields, cultivated. So hopefully that turns out being correct. So I think once we get some more of these planting contracts and like plant these feeds, we're gonna get a lot of hoeing and weeding contracts anyways. So it's a good investment to get this anyways. So let's see. Crap. So what is the base length? Do you like the size of that one you're using right now?
Yeah, it seems pretty good. And plus, the tractor's pretty quick with it, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at yeah, we're probably gonna have to buy this one anyways because we can't buy the Super 7 because it's gonna require 250 to 400, well, a 450 horsepower machine. So we're gonna buy the 170 horse, which is 10 horsepower more than the other one. But it's like 0.4 smaller. So it's not that bad. Oh, will this one even work? Huh. It says this one says it can additionally you can seed with this tool. It plants grass and canola and I think that's spinach. So I guess if we have any stuff to plant grass, spinach, or canola, we can use it on it. That's interesting. It's 41,000. Okay, I'm pulling over to the weeder and I'm gonna start the oh crap. How many more hoeing jobs are there?
I don't know.
Okay, do you want to
It's
do the
pretty slow.
hoeing jobs and the weeding jobs and I'll go do that planting job?
Sure.
Okay. The planting job disappear? Did Oh, sewing. It's called sewing, duh. I think we can do this one. I gotta the weeder is at the shop, so whenever you get done with the hoeing contracts,
Yeah.
just go and pick up that weeder from there. It's an actual trailer, so if you want, if if you're close by, you could put that hoer on the front of the tractor, and then you can put the weeder behind it. So, what's gonna suck about this is we're gonna put fertilizer down on their field. Just notice this. So field 4 we're going to. Why is it marking? Oh, you're on 10. Like,
Yeah, but
why?
I'm right next to the base, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, you just have.
Instead, what I have goes on the front.
Yeah, so what's on the back of your tractor right now, and it can count as a counterweight as well.
Don't drive in the field.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I may have destroyed some stuff there. We won't
Yeah.
talk about that.
No, it's being recorded.
Oh yeah. It's live on TV right now, so I forgot about that. Take in mind, this is the first game we had crop destruction on. All the other games
Yeah.
I played on never had crop destruction on. So you should be able to put the hoer on the front and then the weeder on the back, and then you'd have to click G to switch between them, and then you can just have both ready, because I think we're gonna have a lot of contracts come up with both. What's interesting, it doesn't tell me what I need to plant. This is what's confusing me. So it has no indication. It says sow the specified field. Does that mean I can just sow anything I want?
Maybe.
That would seem kind of dumb. Let's see. I'm wondering if this is going to use up our fertilizer. This crop cannot be planted in.
I see the destruction.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. It says this plant, it doesn't, okay, so they need oh, I just figured out where it says it. It says plant sunflowers. I don't know if we have a sunflower planter.
Or
I don't think this thing does sunflowers. We change. Hold, open, select camera. Yep, we are SOL on that one. How much is a thing that we'll plant? Sunflowers. Because we'd have to buy one eventually anyways, and that means that we'd only have to buy, like, we don't have to buy a plow. We can just have it cultivated. But we don't have the money for one. We're gonna have to do some contracts to get one. Well, we're gonna hold on to that job, and I'm gonna do some wood contracts so that we can afford to do the get a planter, which is gonna be the thing we need to plant the it's most of every other crop that we can't plant right now. Because that does like corn, sunflowers, I think it does soybeans, and some other stuff that we can't do with this one. Because they'll let us plant in different time periods of the year that we wouldn't be able to normally plant in. I think we can use the cultivator. I don't think we have to have a plow for it. Something wrong.
This hoe only works if I'm going backwards when it's on my front.
Oh. I did not know that. Seriously? Well, it looks like you might be the world's best backwards driver after this. Well, you could always just drop the weeder, and then you just have to pick it back up. But you'll have it with you at least. So we're gonna keep that sewing one. They want us to plant grass on field. Yeah, all the sewing jobs are popping up right now. It wants us to plant grass now on this guy's field. I'm gonna go do the wood transport job. We're gonna need 80. I think it said for the 9-meter one, which is decent size. I think the size below that is 6.7. But it is missing. It does not do canola, and it does not do fertilizer in the first plant, which is going to save us a lot of time to have that if we ever do our own fields.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go do the wood transports until we get the money for that. Which is basically, we need 90K. Which is not hard with wood transports. It's like, what, 5 more jobs? 5 wood jobs, not including your contracts. So what are your thoughts on the graphics so far? Do you like them?
Yeah.
I think they're really good. This one versus the last one we played.
Compared to 19, definitely an upgrade.
I think 22 they improved the graphics more, but it was the drastic leap because of the fog and weather effects.
Yeah. Do I need to fill this weeder with something?
No, so the weeder can hold seed, but you're not gonna need it. It can seed at this. It can be used as a seeder as well. So that thing can seed. I think it's spinach, grass, and canola. If I remember correctly. So it can do more than just what it's meant to do, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's basically the same size as the other one too, if I remember right. It's like 0.4 smaller.
Yeah, you just can't use them together.
Yeah, which I didn't know that that the other one, it had to be on the back. Usually when I used it, I had it on the back and I had the sprayer on the front. What I did, so that's why I thought I never tried putting it on the front, but I thought it could. Oh, Doc, I know it's a little off subject of Farming Simulator, but so, if I remember correctly, you don't have to, with the Atlas Earth thing, you don't have to, scan the receipts. You connect your, you
Yeah,
can,
I saw that.
yeah, you just connect the card to it, and then so it's just like whoever's card like does the purchases, you just connect that, and any purchase it automatically sends. So like if say whoever's card it is automatically goes to like one of those places that you get the points for, I think you just like literally just punch it in saying that you went to that place, and then it gives you the points. I'm gonna be a pro at doing these logging jobs by the end of this. How many logging jobs have I done?
Enough.
Not enough. We don't have enough money yet, Doc. We don't have the achievement for, what is it, the 10 million or whatever.
We're on multiplayer, we can't get achievements.
I can get achievements if I take my save to single player. And then what I was gonna do to get you the achievements is I can send you the save file. And then that will give you the achievements. You might still have to do a couple of things, but that will auto give you the achievements. So that's how I've been getting the achievements still for the game, is I bring the game back to single player. So that's why it's like anybody that plays on a server where they don't have the save file on their computer and they can't bring it to single player is going to get, it's not going to be able to get the achievements unless they download the save file. So like there's certain things like you still have to like cultivate a little bit to get the achievement if there's a cultivating amount. And like we were talking about those collectibles that we haven't seen yet. I don't think we can get those in multiplayer, like you said. I think we have to go. I think you can only find those collectibles in multiplayer, and they're on each map. So you'd have to go to each individual map and play each individual map just to collect the collectibles on single player. But I'm sure that's not too hard. I think that says there's like 45 collectibles on the map?
Something like that.
So if there's 45 on each map, you know, that's... And the maps aren't massive and you can fast travel everywhere. So... Really, they said the achievements are easier than previous games. You don't get them in single player. Well, multiplayer. Which is dumb. Like, the 19 did. That's how we got all of our achievements for the game. I wonder if they could make a mod that enables it. Because I'm sure if the only reason I don't think we get achievements right now is because we don't have the statistic page. And if the statistic page, like there was a mod to make the statistic page work, then it would give you the achievements possibly. Because that's what all your achievements run off of. Oh yeah, we got spraying contracts popping up. We have sewing contracts popping up. We got a crap ton of hoeing contracts popping up. I think it is that season again. We might not have to skip a month anyways. Well, yeah, skip the day, but I guess it's technically a month. See how our crops are doing. What are our crops growth level at? So I think we're at the third to last growing cycle out of however many there are. So there's 8 growing cycles now. And I think we're on the third to last. Crashed into a tree again. You got anything going on today? An IRL?
Not really.
Did you want to go to a movie? I'm just gonna stop non-stop invite you. And it's
non-stop invite me, and
I'm literally gonna be at the AMC by your house.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Because one of my other friends he goes to the whatever that movie, that big one is there. I don't want to give out my location. Sure, it's easy to find. I almost like said the movie theater.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. If you're at all interested, I think we're gonna go at like 4 o'clock or something like that.
of times I wouldn't be able to anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think we were gonna go eat beforehand, and then we were gonna go to because we're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse, and then we were gonna go to the theater right afterwards. Last time we did this, we were gonna go to Texas Roadhouse, me and my friend, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Chili's instead, because that's where all my friends went." And I was like so excited to go to Texas Roadhouse, and I'm like, "You're not changing it this time. If your friends are going somewhere else, we're going to Texas Roadhouse still." Did you want to play Out of War tomorrow?
No, that's a tough ask.
I know. Or we can play Factorio or something if you don't want to do that. I was trying to play one of those other ones tomorrow. I don't know, like if you're playing whatever that other one is with Dusty and...
Yeah, if Dusty gets on, then maybe, but if not, then I'm not opposed to playing that. So
Factorio.
either Factorio or Out of War.
Okay. Yeah, it's no big deal. We can decide on it tomorrow, but... the people like watching Out of War. And Factorio is, we need to get into space. Like, we're super close.
No, we have the station started. It's just...
Well, we have to
getting it
make
set
another
up.
one.
I know.
Yeah. And then, we have to get... I think another big thing that we have to set up is, we have to set up another, a train on that southern belt, the train belt that, to do, what's it called? More iron. Because our iron deposits are, one of them's, that one's almost depleted to the south. The one that's closest to the south. And then the other one is, I think it's half empty. But it's not able to keep up with the furnaces anymore because that other one's like partially depleted. So I figure we can, there's a, I think there was like another 2 or so big ones to the south, to the east that we can just hook on, or west. I was thinking about putting these last 3 on the back, but I don't think we're gonna have enough room for that. Let's see, was this going to the good spot, hopefully? Guess what? I gotta go to the shittiest drop-off location made in history. What did I hit? Oh, I hit these dumb, indestructible trees. Yeah, I didn't know you could, apparently, so are you using the weeder or the hoe when the fields are cultivated? So are you like doing that before?
What do you mean?
So the fields that you're hoeing and weeding, are they like both cultivated?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I've been wondering. So that means that we could weed and do that before we even like right after, well, right before planting. And so we could do that and then do any rolling or whatever before we plant, and so we don't have to drive through the field again. I gotta attempt to drive around this building again, Doc, because it's asking me to drop this off at the crappy location.
I follow that.
Yep. If only they had made it just a little bit bigger. I don't know how much it would change. It would probably change quite a bit. If we had a semi hooked up to this, we would probably be able to drive around it a little bit better. Because the semi would be technically closer than what the tractor is to the pivot point, and it would be overall the length would cut down quite a bit. See how janky this is. Don't mind me just driving on top of the fence, and that's actually helping me get around it. Yeah, yeah. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't drive on top of the fences to get around. Oh, of course, now I'm stuck. I'm like Tony Hawk with this thing, Doc. Like, driving on top of the fence. That actually ended up helping get around the whole building. I'm having a tough time getting out of this place. Okay, there we go. I'm finally out. Okay, where's the next wood contract at? Of course, it's down there. Working on my third wood contract of the day. So we're getting about a contract done one after the other. Is that about right?
Just about.
Okay. So like you'll do one and I'll finish one. So you're not doing two in the time period I'm doing one, right? Unless it's super close, I'm guessing. So that would mean that we're technically making more money from wood contract is what I'm getting at than mixing up those other stuff. That's kind of interesting. So I think the goal is to get to like 105,000. And then we will get the get that planter. I watched Idiocracy the other day, last night, when you guys were playing that game. That's why I got off, because I was wanting to watch a couple movies, and I watched Idiocracy. And I'm like, we're not too far off from that, are we?
No, not very far.
I mean, like, there's a lot of things in that we have right now that concern me. Oh man, I messed up on that one. I mean, at least Costco will... Was it Costco will still be around? Is that that place was?
I don't remember It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to remember. I think that was Costco. Or it was like a place that was supposed to look like Costco or something like that. I'm guessing Dusty didn't lose power from this other storm they said they were gonna get.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's good. Then where would Luce go at that point?
Now, see, the funny part is, they had just got Luce's computer moved over to Dusty's place.
And they got it fixed.
And shortly after that, when she checked, Luce's power was back on.
That is funny. I had a feeling that was gonna happen because the like with how long it had been, usually it takes, you know, power companies a little while to, you know, fix problems like that. But with how long it had already been out, it was like, I think it's already, like, it's going to be on feedback soon anyways, is what I was thinking. Was he staying over there before?
No.
Okay, so he just, like, moved there.
Yep.
That is funny.
Very funny. Good to see someone else has my luck for a change.
Or the power going out?
No, just with stupid shit happening to them. Power coming back on right after they decide to move.
Yeah, I think my power goes out more than your guys's.
Yeah.
Those damn squirrels. Why is my chat not working again? My like chat is like not working on YouTube. I like glanced over to check my phone to make sure that it was working, and it's, goodness. What's up, a gamer guy? I don't know if you're still there. I'm sorry. That is frustrating. I refreshed the page. I like reloaded like it, but like for some reason, like the whole interface is like not updating the chat in the YouTube thing.
Are you cueing your mic trying to say something?
I was.
Okay.
I think my wire was a little loose. I bumped it.
I just had to ask because every time you cue your mic, my attenuation makes the volume kind of go down. So I'm like trying to figure out if you were having issues or not.
No, I was trying to say something. Do you know if YouTube logs the chat messages, so if someone comes back, will they pop up back?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Because I had the the damn YouTube chat thing was broken again and not showing me that people were messaging.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I had to refresh the page again, even though I refreshed and like reloaded like everything before I started. That I don't know like what's going on with it. I need to like maybe I need to put like a ticket in or something to figure out what's wrong with that chat or whatever. That's kind of dumb.
I'd say, especially if it's happening consistently.
Well, this happened last time we played Farming Simulator. Remember, like someone was
Yeah.
like messaging in chat, and I like, I'll have my phone open just in case something like this happens, but it's not in like a spot where I can see it, and so I guess I
Yeah.
need to find a spot where I can put my phone where I can see if a chat message pops up, because that's dumb. Because it happened last time. The person put like 3 or 4 messages in trying to talk to me, and I was like, I couldn't see it because the YouTube was not refreshing. What's your maintenance level at on that?
0.
0. Is it working?
Seems to be.
Now run it like that for a little while, and then at a certain point, let's go repair it and see if it feels different. If it
Okay.
feels like it has more power, because I want to see if that's actually implemented into the game or not. I would figure it would. Get a 12,650 contract. See, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my phone. I wish I had like a little pedestal. Trying to figure out where I want to put my phone. I wish I had like a little pedestal I could set it on.
Mm-hmm.
So I could actually like see it.
Yeah.
Because right now I just like put it at like my keyboard. So like when I glance down at my keyboard, I can like look real quick. But I don't like glance at my keyboard unless I'm like looking for something on my like desk or something. loader all the way to the north. I think this is the 4th wood contract.
Something like that.
Yeah, it will be almost exactly what we need once I get done with this, but we're not going to buy it then because we still have that money for leases. I figure we'll get it when we get like 100,000 again. We'll get that planner. We've made a lot of money since we've played, but it doesn't feel like we've hardly accomplished like anything or have
No,
anything.
it's because we keep buying equipment.
I know.
We also bought a chunk of land because someone decided they had to have a parking area.
Well, that chunk of land was only like 50,000.
40,000.
Yeah, 42. So it wasn't like that. That wasn't like terrible. I just wish our crops would hurry up and get done. But what will be nice about this is when we buy this planter, we already have everything else we need to harvest and do everything we need with it. Because we already have the corn head for the combine, and then we have all the weeding stuff and stuff to do fertilizing and everything for it. Even though we probably need to get into doing pigs at some point. So that way we can get manure from the pigs. So that we can so we don't have to pay for fertilizer.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is... Why do we need to harvest spinach? Is that like a special machine?
Probably.
It is. Of course it is. It's 635,000. Holy crap, tards. It doesn't say how big the head is on it, though. It looks tiny. It looks like it's the same size as, like, the pea head. That's interesting. We just started talking about land, and I'm looking at purchasing land now. We could technically buy field 57 and 58.
And I would argue we're not in a position to at the moment.
Well, the thing is, why we're not making too much money is we're only doing contracts. We're not, like, harvesting our own fields. Like, we've yet to harvest a single one of our own fields. That's what like, my point is behind it, is we don't have, like, a single, like, we haven't harvested our fields other than the stuff that was already in it. when we started playing the game. So that's like my point. That's what I'm like, well, if we had more fields that we were harvesting our own fields more often, then we're talking like we're making another, you know, $30,000, $40,000, you know, per field a year. So after 2 years in game, those fields would be paying for themselves. They would be paid off basically. That's my only thing. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to like get the best money for return other than doing these contracts. And that's like I would say, because like we looked into logging. Logging's not going to be anything until we get a sawmill. Because we can't make planks or the beams or anything. Because if we were making that, we could probably make some serious money with logging. So that's why I'm like, so we can't do logging with anything. I mean, what would you suggest doing? I mean,
No idea.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out, and like it seems like since we haven't harvested our own fields is why is a piece of the reason why we haven't been making like bulk money, other than like getting like a few $1,000s for contracts. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because like as of now, like I said, I think we've done over like 100 and something contracts, so that's where almost all of our money's come from. Another thing we could do is I know we're making flour. If we wanted to industrialize on the flour end of things to make more money off of doing flour, the thing we would probably have to do is buy the bakery, so so we could actually get bread, because the bread's gonna be where I think the big money is. I mean, I think it was like $15,000 after the turning into bread per liter, like difference per 1,000 liters. It's $1,500. Sorry, no, not 15,000. $1,500 was the difference between doing bread and flour. Which that's an option. So I'm putting options out there, and I don't know like what your suggestions are. Just throw them out there. Like, which one do you think, like out of that, what do you like? Oh, fuck.
Well, even if we did do the bread and whatnot, we'd still want to plant other crops.
Yeah, technically I think we would only need to plant one crop, like one field religiously to wheat, to even like, and that would stockpile the flour and bread by itself. So like we don't have to, I don't think we would have to do like, you know,
then why don't we start off with going down that route?
Okay, yeah, so that let me look up how much the bakery costs again, because it's a building that's already exists.
Yeah.
but it's on like a piece of land in the middle of the city. So that's where. If I remember right, the bakery is this build. Nope. This building. So the bakery is 150,000. So that's not terrible. Because as of now, like we already have like a stockpile of flour and we have a stockpile of wheat and sorghum that we are turning into flour. But another thing we could think about doing, I don't know. Let's see. We might have to do some math to figure out what our processing rate is to see if we could add another flour processing facility. Because I don't know like what the ratios are. So what is it? It's
No.
we get 252 cycles. So we get 252 flour per day from one grain mill. The bakery uh is where is it? It's 90 flour to 45 bread. And it does 120 cycles a day. So that would, well, a month, so but it's a day. So that would be um that'd be four times 90, I think, right? Yeah, basically four times nine 4 times 45. That'd be 180, 360? 360 flour a day. And we're making two,
250 something.
yeah, 252. If I'm doing my math right, that's what it looks like. Because the way they explain the numbers is weird. Because it says it does so many cycles and it tells you what the ratio is. It's 90 to 45, but they tell you the cycles. But it doesn't say if that. I think one cycle is one item. So that's one bread. So why is it saying that 90 is 45? Is what's confusing me. Because that's weird. Because if the cycle is one, so that would mean that one bread is like 1.5 flour or something like that. 1 3/4 or something flour, right? No, that would be two flour. So it's 2 to 1. So it's 2 flour. So if it's counting the cycle as one bread, you get 120 something bread a day, which would be 120 times 2. and that would be 240, which we're making 252 flour. So if that's the case, then we're making excess flour. But if it's I'm just getting confused with how they're trying to show the numbers. If you can understand that. Oh crap. I did that thing again where I sell it at the wrong spot
Yep.
because I'm not paying attention. So you're welcome.
Yeah, we just took a massive hit to our money.
Did we?
We were at like 70,000, I thought.
Ooh. We were, but it doesn't say where we lost it. Yeah, weren't we just at 70,000?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second. Oh, never mind. It just saved. I can't do anything about that. Well, that blows. Note to self, don't sell the wood in the wrong spots.
Again.
Again. Oh, that's the first time I've done wood. I've done grain that way.
Still.
Did we have a
Yeah,
lease come out?
I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
No, we had leases came out, but they weren't that high.
Yeah, just the minus 33,000 for that wood contract. So the 3 wood contracts you did before that one,
Where do
basically
you
pay
see
for
that
that.
at?
When you turned in that contract, it said that it was a negative 33,000.
Oh, I didn't see that. So let's see what we made off of selling it. I don't
Couple
even,
dollars.
yeah, I don't even think we made anything.
Nope. We don't make anything off of those. It's just a contract.
Well, you do on everything else, is what's interesting about it. Like when I accidentally sold the grain, technically selling the grain in the wrong spot didn't, like it was like roughly the same. But like on the wood contract, if you accidentally sell it in the wrong spot because the wood doesn't sell for anything, that's interesting. Well, that blows. Uh, oh yeah, I gotta test that out, don't I? Um, so can you head back to the parking lot and put the forks back on the that tractor whenever you get done with the contractor on, or you're already heading back. I wanted to see, because those pallets of flour are technically 1,000 liters. And I wanted to see if we sold one of them, if 1,000 liters is what that number goes off of. Or because it doesn't tell us what they're doing that measurement of what you're selling for, which confuses me. Because the other games told you what everything was selling for.
So, you want me to take one of these?
Yeah, so we'll just take one off, and then it's gotta go to... Try to find the highest price place real quick. Flour. The highest price place is the farmer's market. Where's the farmer's market at? Guessing that is... There's a supermarket. The farmer's market is that place to the southeast of us, right next to Field 56 and 55. It's on the east side of Field 56 and 55. Push it against the trailer. That's interesting how it is staying on there. Come down. There you go. Keep going. Oh, you're good. You're good. It's on. It's pushing the forks against the trailer. There you go. Perfect.
Where's the farmer's market?
So it's right to the southeast of us at next to Field 56. And 55. So if you cut, yep, right through the fields over there. Let me get... So that is... So that says, it says it's 1,000 flour and 400 kilograms. On the other pallet, which is the full one.
This right here? It's probably this one back here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that one that you're right on top of. I think you have to set it down. You're probably gonna have to drag it on the ground. Okay, so that sold for right at what it was saying. So, 13,338. So it's 1,000 of the item. It's not 1,000. It's not. It doesn't go off of weight for this, which confuses me, because then how do they calculate wood?
By the product.
I
Give them a
literally,
log, they're like,
that's
yeah,
what it
we'll
like is
take this off
confusing
you.
me. It doesn't tell me what is calculating that number off of, which is weird, right? That's like what? How you're supposed to calculate how much you're supposed to get from something if it doesn't tell you what volume or a weight or of something of the individual item that you're selling, because it doesn't say 1,000 of flour. It gives you that price. So that's what confuses me about it. It's like how are you supposed to know how much you get from things if it doesn't tell you?
I got a very interesting bug here, Sam.
What is this bug? Are you at the house?
Yeah, the parking lot.
Let me fast travel there.
Um,
Are you stuck? Are the forks stuck in the ground? Yeah, I would say that is... I would say that is a problem. It's like riding a horse, like a... Oh, shit. Backflip. I would say that is a problem. God. Oh, this thing is so possessed. That's a screenshot. There we go. Hold still. Smile for the camera. Go up. You just like ruined the whole... There you go. There. There's the screenshot. Yep. Oh yeah. Caught in 4K. There it is. Keep it like that. That's our new lawn ornament. That's how you make baby trees. Oh my.
all I did was accidentally detach and reattach the forks instead of the arms. I'm the new tree.
Yeah, you're our lawn ornament. Come on, just a little bit more. You're almost out of the ground. Keep that up.
Whee!
Oh, I got a picture of that one.
Parking 101.
Yeah. Yeah, you should just detach the forks up there. Oh my. So yeah, how are you gonna get down from there without... Oh yeah, you really did leave him up there. You really did leave him up there. That's gonna be interesting for later.
Going back to my jobs.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Let's see what else I can shag.
I don't know. I just feel like you're more prone to have the to having bugs than I am, because I haven't had anything like that.
Yeah, the fucking hoe tool that we have, that I have on my front, half the time that I set it down, it just decides, yeah, no, I'm falling over now.
Oh, I didn't know it was doing that. Is it causing a problem?
Oh, I've only reset the tool like 3 or 4 times already.
Oh, you've actually had to reset it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a problem, or I wouldn't have told you to do that.
No, it's fine. I just can't nudge it or look at it wrong.
If you put it on concrete or the road, does it do it?
No, that's what I've been doing the last few
Okay.
times.
Okay, I was wondering if the surface is actually dependent on stuff like that, because when we first had that, the arms fall over for the tractor. So the surface probably plays a factor into if items fall over. Not like levelness, but like if it's concrete or whatever. Which is interesting. I know there were some hitbox bugs before we played. I don't know if those things got fixed. There was like a couple of machines where the trailers did not have hitboxes with vehicles. But the tractor does. So they like forgot to turn the hitboxes on for the for certain trailers.
Perfect.
Yeah. I was like, and the guy I was watching, he's like, yeah, it seems like someone forgot to click the box. They forgot to click the box that says, yes, collision. I don't think he tested it like on anything other than the cars though. So I don't know if it was just the cars or if it was like all objects that like fades through because I had no hitbox. But what ended up happening was as he backed up, he was backing up because he missed a turn. And he wasn't looking behind him. He was still looking forward because he was looking at chat or something. And then he runs into a car in the back of his tractor. It like phased through the whole trailer, went through the whole trailer, and then when he hit it with the tractor, the hitbox on the tractor stopped him. Were you playing Minecraft earlier with Trustable?
Yeah. I'm getting closer to our tools set.
Oh, did that R help out that I got last time?
Yeah, it did.
Alright, good.
I had drained about 10% of the battery as well.
Oh, what were you doing?
Making one of the alloys from the aluminium.
What machine was it in?
The power mod, the energizing thing. It needed like 9 billion power.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that makes sense. Was it the end one? The last one?
I mean, you had the nitro setup, which is the best you can get through the power mod, but yeah, it's one of the end alloys that I needed.
Okay, yeah, because I think that was probably the end one. What that one probably was.
No.
It wasn't? Was it the green one? Or the blue one?
I've already made up to the unobtainium.
Okay.
I'm
So
making the
how
alloy.
does the power thing work with it? I didn't know that that stuff worked with it.
It's custom
Oh, so is it like an
recipe.
addition? It's like an
No,
addition to power.
it's just a custom recipe.
Oh, okay.
Something that a
Yeah,
lot of
I didn't know it like
creators
that. It
use.
had that in there.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, on the nuclear reactor side on that, I just have to set up the fuel system and the battery there. But I basically have to set up all the mechanism ores to, like all the alloys and all the other things, the circuits.
Yeah.
I had to set up a massive processing system for all of it. Because we're gonna need a lot for the batteries.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna automate it like 100%, but I'm gonna put those elite processors in there, a lot of those elite smelters and crap in there, and then I'm gonna have like one for each one, and then I'm going to try to hook up the you know how it takes like redstone and redstone obsidian. We have obsidian bees, right? I think trustable.
Trustable said we did, but I didn't think we did. I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain that obsidian was mined up.
Okay,
So,
I thought he said we had obsidian bees, which if we have obsidian bees, we're like perfect on everything, because then everything is either gotten by a bee or is like we have high supply of, and
yeah.
if I need to go out and get a crap ton of it, I'll just grab the digital miner.
Yeah, and also we got the bees set up for all the modium, vibranium, and unobtainium. So.
Oh, sweet. So okay, so it did end up helping that I went
Yep.
out and got unobtainium. So we have all of the all those orders we have now. So like every single one of the hard ones. So
Yeah. Now it's just a matter of putting them to use.
and
So
collecting them. I don't know how quick the bees are on it.
it's a trickle feed, but it's more than enough.
Yeah, we don't like most of it's required for end game stuff anyways.
Exactly.
So it isn't like we need it for like lower stuff. Okay, let's go to contracts. Complete that one. It looks like we're getting a lot of weeding and uh hoeing jobs, so that thing is paying for itself.
Yeah.
So you think that was a good purchase? I didn't think we're probably not going to pay it off anytime soon, but because the jobs are only giving like 1,000 or less.
I had one that gave like 2,200 or something like that.
Okay, so and that was like was that? I think that thing was like 50 something. I can find it. Yeah, so no, that thing was 41. So you have to do if the contracts are giving you 1,000, you have to do 41 contracts at 1,000 to get it.
Yeah.
So it probably won't pay for itself in the first 2 or 3 months, but it'll pay for itself. But the hose already paid off, so the hose been paid off for a while. That thing's cheaper than the other one. So that you can kind of count that to the same, to paying it off as well. So yeah, it was only like $500 for that one. Wood transports. What do you know? Hey, look at that, Doc. Look over here. Look to your right.
Yep.
It's already added. How convenient. This is like the second time in a row I've gotten this one here. I gotta fix our fuck up. Well, my fuck up. It wasn't your fuck up, it was mine.
I was about to say, it definitely wasn't my fuck up.
Yeah, it was. You had involvement. You're supposed to pay attention to me. Because I'm the only one that has done that so far for some reason. And I guess I could say as one of my excuses that Farming Simulator 19, it wouldn't let you drop it off at the wrong spot.
Excuses.
I don't understand why they don't have it in 25.
No idea.
Like, it shouldn't let you drop it off in the wrong spot. So that's what I'm confused about. And another thing I don't like is when it hits that that at midnight everything gets deleted. That wasn't a thing in Farming Simulator 19. Or yeah. So that's another thing. I think the reason they did that is people were borrowing equipment and then nonstop using it for jobs.
Or their own stuff.
Well, you can't use it on your own fields. You can only use it on fields you have contracts for. It literally will not let you harvest anything in your field. So the only reason I think they added it like that is they were leasing they were borrowing the equipment and then never like borrowing equipment again, and just keeping that one contract. But you had to have a mod in 19 to have more than one contract at a time. So if I remember right, you could only have like one contract by default in 19.
And I'm just gonna say this as I've been using these tools, they really don't seem to be any slower with the destroyed vehicle.
Yeah, we could probably go repair it now since you know how it feels and kind of like what speed it's driving at. Are you paying attention to what speed it's driving at?
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Yeah, what's after you get done?
I think it goes to 9, but I was just going uphill and it does go up to 9, so.
Okay, so try to remember the spot you're going through right now. And then when you get done with that, go repair it and then drive in that same spot to see if you're getting the same.
I got one more field, so.
Okay.
After this one.
Okay. Yeah, so whenever you get done, that's...
But basically, this exact strip was 6 to 7. And that was it.
Yeah, because that will be the ultimate say if something is different. Because if there's like no different, it doesn't seem like the fuel's running down quicker or like whatever, then there would technically be no point in repairing your vehicles other than to fix the paint?
Oh no, the fuel thing might be a thing.
That's
'Cause
true,
I
but I'm
filled it
at
up
50.
and
But
no,
I don't know how we would check the fuel thing.
I filled it up before I started doing any job, and I'm already down a third, so I got 2/3 of the tank left.
Mm.
So it definitely seems to be maybe not necessarily double, but maybe like.
But we were filling
10,
that thing up
15%.
every other day. Every other day it seemed like. So
Yeah, and
that
at this
seems.
rate, I'm probably going to be filling it up at the beginning of the next day instead of every other day. So, like I said, it's not necessarily double, but maybe like 10 to 15% more.
And well, at that point, then it's just depending on how much the repair cost is to repair it to full is how much we should be. Because if we're paying a little bit more in fuel, but we don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to repair it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what the next question would be: is which one breaks out more even? I would assume it's expensive to repair it to full. So that.
Where do I need to repair this at, though?
I think you take it to that spot where you do the upgrades at.
Do the upgrades.
So you know that spot where you in the back of the place where you buy things, where the purchases pop up. There's like that pad in the back to upgrade,
Oh, yeah.
and you go there. Like I said, the big determining factor is going to be how much it costs to repair it to full. And off of that is how I'm going to determine if we actually do it or not. That might be fairly expensive. What?
So for a repaint, it's 37,900. For a
Oh,
repair, it's 17,055.
you're kidding.
Not kidding.
I don't think it's worth repairing.
Definitely not worth repainting. That's for fucking sure.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Is it possible to turn that off? Oh, is there a game setting for that? Whoa.
That was kind of unexpected.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth repairing.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna repair.
Uh, I don't think there's a thing to disable it. Oh, let's go to server settings? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's worth doing. It says there's a great demand at the grain mill. Is that what that just said?
Yeah.
What's it for? And this is the other thing I hate. To figure out where the great demand at is for, then you have to click through everything. Why doesn't it just tell you that there's a great demand at one of these places? Because the great demand does not affect prices on everything it sells. It's only one particular thing. So you have to click through on everything to figure out what the great demand is on, which is dumb. Which I have yet to find what is on great demand. Unless they got rid of the blue icon for the price, and then it's basically impossible to figure out. Oh, here it is. I found it. It's on oats. I had to click through about 40 tabs to find it. And guess what? It's only $80 difference from the next guy.
Amazing.
That is definitely a great demand. I wasted all that time to figure out that it's not on anything we have and not even a good price. That's what I don't like about that menu. That menu needs to get like completely reworked. It is atrocious. They need to tell you what the conversion rate is, what like off of the weight or items for one, so that we can figure out how much you get for a tree before you sell it and how much you get for flour before you sell it. So you don't have to guess and figure that out off of just like trial and error. And they need to tell you where the great demands are. That whole like market menu, they like improved it, but they took features out of it that needed to stay in it. How much longer were you planning on staying up?
Probably just gonna finish the day out.
Okay. I was making sure. I'm trying to keep the streams around 2 hours because it
Yeah.
seems like people like to go back and watch the 2 hour thing and they look at the time, and if it says 5 hours, they don't like watching it. I just figured that out not too long ago. It's like I wouldn't care. I would just click on the video. But apparently a lot of people care about the length.
I could do a little bit of editing and just kind of
I thought about
cut it
doing
down.
that. I thought about doing a live stream, and then I might end up doing it when I stop working, so I have a little bit more time. Is I might because to edit a live stream you have to do it through the YouTube editor, or
Yeah,
you have to just like have the recording on your computer and then edit that recording and shorten it down.
which I'm not even talking about shorting it. I'm talking about like make it a 2-hour segment and just do that. So you stream for
Yeah,
5 hours, but then you
I
go a
thought
couple
about doing it both ways, and
hours.
I'm gonna experiment with both, because as far as I know, with like the kind of research I've done into it, it seems that people that it's on like simulator games, they usually say the average is like a 20-minute videos about where people like the max people will watch without clicking off. But usually it's like 5 to 10 minutes they watch of the video. Um, but with like simulation and the games we play, it's longer, you get longer stints of people playing, like watching, I mean. So that's why I was thinking I might experiment with it a little bit, and do like try it both ways. So like try like cutting it down to like an hour long video, and like we live stream a like 5 hour thing or something, depending on how, like, just say we live stream a 5 hour thing, not saying we're gonna do a 5 hour stream. um Say we do a 5 hour stream, and then we cut it down to hour segments, and then I post those as videos, but keep the live stream up. So if you want to watch it in its entirety, unedited, that's
Yeah, which that's kind of what I see most people do when
um
streaming.
then I've seen it the other way too, where someone will edit down the whatchamacallit, edit down the video
Yeah,
slightly so that they keep like the interesting things in.
yeah. You should.
I was gonna try it both
I
ways.
can send you a link to someone that I know does that.
Yeah, I was gonna try it both ways, so that I can see what it turns into, because I'm not gonna be working, and if I just, if I shorten it down and take the keep the interesting things in, I could do like 20-minute videos.
Yeah,
I could do 20-minute videos out of a 5 hour stream and probably get about the same amount as using the hour streams. So I still get with five videos. I'd still probably get 5 videos. Is what I'm figuring. So at 5 hour, 5 videos of 20 minutes versus 5 videos of an hour long unedited.
yeah,
But the live stream would still be up. So that's what I want to make sure always happens. The live stream's not going to be unedited completely. And then always, and then the live stream, like the videos are probably going to be, like I said, I'm going to experiment. If if I get a lot more views just because it's an hour, is basically what it's going to come down to. And then if I get more watch time off of 20-minute clips, versus the hours, is what it's going to come down to. So because the number one way I'm trying to figure out is off of watch time and views. That's like my number one way of trying to figure out what people are liking right now, because I don't get too much feedback from people on it. Which I wonder if YouTube will get mad if I just do hour cuts. So does YouTube allow you to do hour cuts of live
I
streams?
don't know. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I know they're kind of like freaking weird about that stuff. Like if you don't change it or modify it, they get weird about it. So they've like deleted some of my shorts I've made. So that's why like some of those shorts I sent you that I made are like missing, is because they said it was it was um it was content that was not changed from the actual like end game. So you have to add like a filter or something onto it to declare it as changed, to post clips from something unedited basically.
That makes no sense.
I know, I was pissed off about it. That's why I stopped doing shorts. That's like some of those what was it, that American Truck Simulator clip, or one of the other clips, there's one of the Snow Runner clips or American Truck Sim clips that I did. It got deleted by YouTube. They said it is unchanged content. You did not like refine it. And that's why I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing with doing like hour clips.
No, then what you may have to do is when
you don't get in trouble for it. You don't get in trouble for it unless you dispute it. And then someone actually has to physically look at it. Because the reason it gets blocked because of that is the algorithm looks at it and says, yeah, this is not allowed because it hasn't changed. So the algorithm is technically blocking it, not a person.
Yeah.
But if you dispute it and they say, and it is in their content rules for it, that it has to be you can use your own work, but it has to be slightly modified. It has to be modified. So like you have to add text on it, or you have to add something to it. You have to change it in some shape or form to be able to declare it as something new. So that's why it's going to be a trial and error thing to figure out if I could upload, because you could put like a slight filter and the algorithm won't ban it, because that slight filter, like something that is not even noticeable to the eye, but the algorithm notices it. You could do something like that and get away with it. But what I'm trying to figure out is, because they deleted legit, like I had like 2 or 3 clips that got deleted that when I was doing those YouTube shorts, they deleted 2 of them out of the 3 I did. So how many more jobs are you thinking you want to do to call the night?
There's this one, and then I think there's one more on the other end of the map, so...
Oh wow, I actually got to drive to the sawmill. I'm lucky I looked this time. Well, the funny thing is, we're going to be back to where we were before I made us lose $30,000.
Yeah, we are. Now imagine if we didn't have to make that 33,000 back.
Yeah, we'd be more at like probably 100,000 by now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I did, what, 2 more wood contracts? Or 3 wood contracts? 3 wood contracts. So that there were around like 10 to 12, if I remember correctly. 1,000 a piece. So yeah, we would have been at 100,000, not including your jobs. That's dumb though. It should be like Farming Simulator 19, where it doesn't let you sell it at a place that it's not supposed to be. I don't understand like why it lets you still sell stuff there.
I don't know. I don't do the rules.
I'm placing complaints on everything that I keep bringing up. Have you noticed that shuttering problem?
I still don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, the shuttering thing?
Yeah.
Where when the sun rises and the sun sets and they have the drastic light change, it like goes from super bright to super.
Yeah, I still get that.
Okay, and then the other shuttering thing was the like certain objects will like start like their texture and crap will start shuttering.
Yeah, I've not had that.
Okay, I have that. I don't know if that's like my graphics setting though. Like it only happens like very rarely and it doesn't matter what the item is. Like it will look like it's that like the colors are slightly flickering. Oh, Doc, I was thinking about this too. We have to keep an eye on the workshop. Not the workshop, the in-game mod shop, in case we want to like pick one of them up.
Oh, yeah.
Because if there's one for the repair thing, to get rid of the repairs so we could still have the tractors look nice. Kind of, but like still get dirty. I don't know. That's or like something that turns it to 0%, zero cost repair.
Yeah.
So you just have to take it there and it's 0 cost to repair it. So you still get like the wear and tear look on your equipment.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep our eye on that. Also for other small quality of life things.
Yeah, there's some things that once we see them, we'll be like, yeah, we need that. And then some equipment, they keep an eye out. So there might be, trying to think. What, like that rock, the rock picker, if there's like a bigger version of the rock picker, that job would not be bad. So if like there's like a way bigger version of the rock picker, that would be another one to keep an eye out for. Holy crap, how many contracts have you done for weeding and hoeing?
A few.
Like, I mean, it is insane how many we've done. And they keep just popping up. So it looks like it's gonna be cycles like this. So it's gonna go like cultivating and then it's gonna be like actual like season wise. Which is real interesting. You said after you get done with a couple more, you're getting off on the jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna take everything back to the base then. Or the farm. I want to say base for some reason. Like every other game is called a
Yeah.
base. Like the only game it's called a farm.
I'll still call it a base.
It's a base of operations.
Exactly.
Oh, well, we might as well cancel this fucking sewing job because we're not gonna have money for it. Wow, we got $84. I think that was the fertilizer. We get paid us for fertilizer on that, even though we didn't do like seeding. Because we used a little bit of fertilizer, but we didn't use seeds on it.
We do have a spraying mission if you wanted to do that real quick.
I'm grabbing the loader and taking it back, so I probably won't have time if you're gonna get off after that one at least.
No, I got one more after this. This was on the way to the one that I was talking about
Okay.
doing last. So.
Okay. Yeah, I will probably have time then, because I think the spraying one's right next to the house. The farm. The base of operations. the place. It's one of those things. The funny thing is we're going to be back down to 60,000 once the next day hits because of leases.
Yep.
Okay, spraying. Oh, we can't do the spraying job. That's a herbicide.
Oh, then which of the spraying jobs could we do?
It was fertilizing.
Gotcha.
I was
It
about
was a
to.
sprayer, so I didn't know.
Yeah, we honestly, I think we just literally... Let me check this. I might be able to check this real quick for you. I don't know how the unloading works. If it dumps all the material out, it gets rid of it, or if it puts it back into a container. And that's kind of like what we need to figure out. Because if that's all we have to figure out, then we could theoretically just dump the chemicals out and do spraying jobs with this sprayer. But we'd have to like go back and do that every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally just dumps a crate out with the chemicals, so we could buy herbicide and do it. Let's see. It's basically probably going to pay for the herbicide.
Yeah, but then we'll have the herbicide for other ones that pop up.
Yeah, it's not going to pay for the herbicide. Never mind. Herbicide is $2,400. Like half of it. I'm going to buy 2 containers of it, and it's just going to be sitting here. And that's like 4 refills, because we're going to need probably a little bit of it for the for all the jobs that are getting ready to come up. You just have to make sure you check what it's spraying first. Because herbicide won't kill any of the crops. It just is a waste. You're just wasting chemicals.
Yeah.
Especially on your own fields, because it won't let you know. But it's a good thing we're buying this, because I could theoretically go spray some of our fields right now. Well, the one field that needs to get... Actually, no, I can't, because it already... It's past the stage that we can drive on it, I'm pretty sure. Which is... I guess this is a good time to check to see if it's the tractor or the attachment that is... That it, determines whether you damaged crops or not. So I might actually go test it. On the field, just so that my front tires are back,
No.
so that it doesn't damage much, but just to see. Because one of our fields, I think one of the long fields, has weeds growing in it, and if we got rid of the weeds, then we would have a higher yield before it came out. Because if it's point of growth that we can't drive through it, that means we have to make sure it's completely done before it gets to that point. If it's tractor, because that tractor you're using right now has like the narrow tires on it, if it has to have that feature, that's nice to know. And if it's just the attachment, that's really, really nice to know that if we have this attachment on, that it doesn't damage.
I have a sneaking suspicion that it could also be a combination of both. Thin tires and attachment.
Well, and that's just something we can try out when you get done with that tractor and bring it back, is we can try that if the front tires damage it on this. It's just go next to it and try it with the other one with the narrow tires to see. But we could try it with the sprayer on and without the sprayer on as well, just to verify.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna go over to our field over here and test that out. Because I think it is this one here. Yeah, so my tires damage it. Let's turn the sprayer on. And waste a little bit of chemicals. Yep, tires damage it. Okay, on this one. So, whenever you get back with that one, let's try this out on there.
Which I'm heading back.
And let's try it without the attachment on first. Because we know this one does it because I ran over the field over there.
Poor field.
Up.
Wasn't even in testing.
Where are you at?
57.
I'm
On my way back.
blind. Your icon.
Next to 54. Behind the shop.
Oh, there you are. Okay. And like, I'm just blind. I was like looking for your character icon and I'm like, I see you over there. Hot rodding. So first we gotta check to see if it's your tires on that. Then the second thing is we'll hook up the sprayer. Because just knowing that if your tires damage it or not is, well,
Yeah,
let
we're
us know.
testing it on the field that has weeds in it.
Yeah, this one right that I'm standing at right here. Because it's getting a negative 30. Well, 20 something for weeds. Yeah. Yep, your tires are what do it. So you can technically, as long as you're not pulling a trailer that has wheels on it, you could technically drive through all of our fields.
I'm not gonna get in the habit of that.
Yeah, because you're gonna forget. I already know it.
Exactly. Is this... Should I even spray this, or is it not?
Yeah, that's worth it. We're gonna get like almost 20 something % yield bonus from spraying it. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check it after you spray it and I'll let you know. Because the weeds are, other than the rolling, it has a plus 77. I think the rolling on the other fields only got it down. I think, you gotta turn it on.
I press the button to fucking turn it on, and it doesn't turn it on half the time.
You just
Same
hit
with
me.
Going down. No, it turns on.
Yeah, you're getting plus 97 yield now instead of 82 for spraying it. No, 77. So we're getting, we're going, why is this low? Huh. That is interesting. Did I miss fertilizer? No, it says 100% fertilizer. This must be a spot that needs rolling. Let me check this real quick. This is weird. Because this spot doesn't need rolling. The spot that needs rolling has a 97% yield bonus, but the spot that doesn't need rolling is 82. Oh no, it says need rolling. Let me go to a spot that says... Oh no, it just says needs rolling because of the field. Okay. Huh. This is interesting. Yeah, because it says plus 82 right here. And then over here it says plus 77. I wonder, but it's 100% fertilizer everywhere. There's like patches, there's patches of 97 for some reason in here. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because we waited too long for the weeds and where the weeds are not at where we sprayed. No, it says 80. It says
There's
82
gonna be a
right
strip
here.
in the middle, by the way, that I'm not sure it's worth me getting.
Oh, let's see. This says 77. It's probably worth turning your nozzle down all the way.
No, it's gonna be what I have to do.
Yeah, because it's gonna give it a 4 plus increase to yield bonus. You're gonna hit the pole.
I know. Now I just have to figure out where that strip is. It's like somewhere.
It's like right here, I think. It says 77 right here. And it ends right there and right here.
Let's see how much of that I hit.
It's not very wide. It's like, oh, yeah, you're probably going to turn it up from that. Yeah, you're going to turn it up. Just like by 1. And you'll be perfect.
Yeah, I'm trailing off it to the right.
Well, I got to take this tractor back over there. As I hit a tree. Is your thing not closed all the way?
Yeah, it is.
On my screen, it's not closed all the way. It looks like one section's. Oh, yep, there it's doing that thing again.
On my screen, it's completely normal.
No, you're like up in the air.
I'm up in the air, but the thing is completely normal. There we go.
They need to get that fixed.
Yeah, I don't understand how that was even allowed to be in the game.
I don't know how it exists. Like, that makes no sense. Now it's good. This person's trying to drive around you even though you're in that spot.
Yeah.
Retard. That poor paint job. I know John Deere Green was expensive, but I didn't expect that.
Didn't expect the 37,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I am ending the stream. I'll see you guys later, and I hope you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and check out the